Viewer discretion is advised.
All right. Since the beginning of fingerprint forensic science, it has occurred to wily criminals to try to evade detection by altering or removing their fingerprints, known as fingerprint obliteration.
Oh, dear.
Reminds me of Men in Black when he put his fingers on that orb.
On the ball. Yeah.
Burns them right off.
Yeah,
Right, clear off.
in the 1930s, they didn't have that technology and they had to go to greater lengths, and we will get to it.
There's still not that technology.
I don't think we have that technology now, but love your...
We don't have the Men in Black technology?
The forgetter stick?
The grasshopper gun? Or the little cricket? Whatever it was called. I'll make this look good. The cricket gun.
The cat collar with the universe? We don't have that?
Yeah.
The galaxy is on Orion's belt.
Catch up.
Keep up.
Okay. Oh, Rip Torn.
Rip.
That's right. Rip Torn is in there. Can you imagine if your name was Rip Torn?
Oh, we're going to get to a name. Okay. It's all circling back.
Okay.
So in the 1930s, gangster John Dillinger famously attempted to burn off his fingerprints with acid. That did not work out for him because he was
Famously.
In
John
water.
Dillinger.
In water.
Sugar water.
Sugar. In water.
These jokes are so timely. That movie didn't come out 25 years ago.
Men in Black fucking holds up.
Oh,
Everybody,
Men in
I
Black
watched it in a
fucks.
hotel room recently. Men in Black absolutely fucks. It's so good.
Okay.
Corey and I watched it when we stayed in Area 51.
It's so good.
On
Yeah.
VHS in a tiny little TV
On your
plus
honeymoon.
VCR. It
At
was
the
our
Alien.
honeymoon. And Rachel, Nevada. And he was so mad when he woke up the next morning and didn't recall being abducted.
Okay. During the same era, so the 1930s, the John Dillinger era,
Okay.
Right.
fingerprint
The Men in Black era.
obliteration was taken to new extremes by an unfortunately named man, Roscoe Pitts.
No.
Ooh.
Can you imagine? Like, Brad Pitt's life could be so different if his last name ended with an S.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Brad
Pitt's
Pitt's-
not great.
Pitt
And
is
Brad
already
Pitt,
tough, but
it's
Pitt,
on its way. But
Pitt's
Pitt's
tough to bounce
plural.
back from.
That's Pitt's not looking good. This episode's so fucking stupid.
Good.
It's not looking good.
Pitts went by a variety of similar sounding names because wouldn't you? He is also referred to throughout various press coverage of his crimes as Robert Pitts, Robert Phillips,
Armando
Pitts.
Ronald Phillips, and Robert Pierce.
Okay.
Pitts had been born and raised in Charlotte, North Carolina, but eventually settled into a life of moving around the country committing petty crime, mostly home burglaries and car theft. One source describes Pitts as, quote, 5'9", blue-eyed, brown-haired, good-looking, in a sort of stupid way.
Oh, no. But also, I know exactly what
Right.
kind of way they
Yeah.
mean.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone I fucked in and around Kenyon's college.
I think the most attractive men look visibly stupid in some way.
You're attracted. That's your thing.
Well, I
You
mean,
want your man to look a little stupid.
I think the actors that have like eyes that go two different ways are kind of attractive. Like, who's the Notebook? Ryan.
Oh yeah,
Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
His
He does
eyes
have a little
go
bit of a
weird?
laziness.
Timothy Chalamet. The eyes go two different. They look a little like they got hit in the head or something.
Is that why you're friends
hot.
with me?
I don't find you
No, your eyes
sexually
don't go in two different
attractive.
directions.
No.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
I'd bang the shit out of Ken. You kidding me? She couldn't even fucking handle it.
You would split her in two.
With her back?
Moving on.
Peg Kenyon.
I would peg the shit out of Kenyon.
No, not in my bum. I have IBS.
No, in your front.
Oh,
I'll front peg
pegging
ya.
in the front.
Oh, okay.
A front
okay.
peg, a classic front peg.
Okay.
Yeah, a missionary peg.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, maybe.
I'd entertain it.
Maybe.
Okay. So this guy, Pitts, was arrested
What?
numerous times during the early 1930s and in 1936 was sentenced to 2 years at Alcatraz. It was here that this small-time criminal made some more serious underworld contacts and began to dream bigger than his typical home robberies. So one newspaper described this as, quote, a little fish in the criminal pool, eager to learn from the big fish.
Okay, well, that's dumb. Love it.
I mean, that's basically like,
Yeah.
it's more likely than rehabilitation, if we're being honest.
Mm-hmm.
He fixated on the idea that if he somehow removed his fingerprints, he could commit crimes with impunity, as authorities would have no way to prove his presence at the crime scene.
He's absolutely correct.
Yeah.
And anyone listening who wants to commit a crime, this is it.
It's your
This is
get
how
out
you
of
do
jail
it.
free card.
Yep, take those prints off.
So,
Lucy,
Lucy?
I'm
What are you doing?
listening.
why are you on your phone? You're being recorded.
I'm recording Ray eating a pink pen.
Oh my God.
I'm listening. God.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so a fellow inmate told him about a doctor in New Jersey who was known to take on surgeries to alter the appearance of mafia members.
Appearance.
Perfect.
Appearance.
Appearance.
The doctor's name was Leopold Brandenburg, and when
Okay.
Pitts was released from Alcatraz, he decided to travel east to get his plan underway.
Love it.
So he basically is like seeking out this mob plastic surgeon.
Yes.
Yep. There's nothing could go wrong here.
1936 or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, it's great.
Grab your ether towel and just pray.
Go straight for the best.
Great plan.
I don't see any problem.
No.
But first, Roscoe made a quick pit stop
Stop.
Nice.
in Wilkinsboro, North Carolina, where he carried out an elaborate robbery that involved using explosives to blast open a safe in a wholesale grocery warehouse.
Okay.
But despite all of his careful planning, something clearly went wrong with this heist.
Something's off.
Either there wasn't much money in the safe that day, or the explosives failed because Pitt's take was later listed as a measly $400 worth of cigarettes.
Sucker.
Ooh. That's rough. That is, first of all, in the 50s or 30s,
30s.
that's a lot of fucking cigarettes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
But he
you
was
can't
going
even
for
enjoy
cash.
that. That's a burdened amount. That's a burdensome amount of cigarettes.
And cigarettes.
That's not even like a good haul.
Like, they were definitely cheaper back then. So, yeah, that's
Semi
Oh, yeah.
full of cigarettes.
today that's
Yeah.
like 4 packs of cigarettes. But
pretty much. It's like
yeah.
it's like maybe 2 to 3 cartons if you're lucky.
Yeah. So after this robbery that went awry, he went on a mini crime spree because he probably needed to like fund the rest of his trip
Get
to New
actual
Jersey.
money. Yeah. I can't get to New Jersey on cigs alone.
So he robbed a post office and stole a car, which he promptly crashed, and this is very apropos of this episode, into a parked police cruiser.
The only thing that you could have said that's more outlandish than that is into a police station.
Yeah.
Or
That's
Sing Sing.
a parked car.
He crashed his stolen car after robbing a post office, after robbing a grocery store.
Was he driving without his glasses like that coven confessor?
Oh, I made their sibling give them their glasses. That's amazing. That was amazing.
love that story.
Give me your glasses.
Ma'am, why are you in a cornfield?
And And the mom noticing and saying nothing.
And then in the car, just giving her the, God, why aren't you wearing your glasses? The mom scream, the gritted teeth mom scream. You can picture it so clearly.
The one you can see that's pent up till you all get in the car and you're on your way home.
She doesn't want you to get arrested.
Yeah. I swear to God, Vanessa! Okay.
There will be hell to pay when your father finds out about this.
Not in my house. Mother was the hell.
$140 at the optometrist every fucking year.
Seriously.
Okay.
I just went to the optometrist. It is expensive, even with good insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
All right, so
Anyway,
he crashes
continue.
into a parked police car and then flees the scene.
Mm-hmm.
He then fled north with the idea that if he surgically removed his fingerprints, again, if he was caught for all these crimes, the authorities would never be able to prove it was him.
Good well, right, because in Men in Black, once the fingerprints are gone, you're erased from the universe.
Well, that's how it works.
And it's not like you have a face.
No,
Yeah.
there's no.
Right.
No.
Or you couldn't just wear gloves when you commit crimes.
You can't do that. No, it's too risky.
Right.
But you get a hole in your glove.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
No.
What are you going to do then, huh?
Right.
Smart guy? Huh?
So upon arrival in New Jersey, he tracked down Dr. Brandenburg and proposed his plan, and the doctor, who had clearly found his medical niche, agreed.
Yep. Oh, you're going to pay me?
Oh,
cool. I don't need to know anymore.
I charge $400 worth of cigarettes.
I charge you in American cigarettes.
Oh my God. It's my lucky day.
What? Okay, great. I charge $400.
My fee is pretty steep. So
It's
time money
really
converter
volatile
on
in the
cigarettes.
marketplace.
Yeah.
it's your lucky day, sir. So Dr. Brandenburg actually performed 2 surgeries on Roscoe Pitts.
Those fingerprints were
Finger
deep.
surgeries?
Oh, we will get to it. The finger surgeries count as 1, even though really it's 10. But we will get to it.
Oh, yeah, because you have 10 fingers. Okay. I was like, Jesus.
Okay, man. Whoa.
Whoa.
That escalated quickly. Oh, right, 10 fingers. Okay. Whoa. So the first was a relatively minor surgery, and it altered the appearance of a prominent facial scar that Pitts had received in a prison fight. So it was basically just like fixing a scar on his face.
Yeah.
The second was almost inconceivably gruesome and bizarre.
Oh, God.
Brandenburg removed the flesh from Pitt's fingertips, quote,
No.
almost down to the bone.
Ew. There's a big old pad
That's like
right
the
there.
full pad of your... Yeah.
Mhm.
No. Oh, my God.
Oh, it gets so much worse.
On both hands?
Yeah.
All 10?
Yep.
Oh.
He then cut, quote, 10 finger-shaped pockets into the skin on Pitt's chest.
Chest?
We will get to it.
No, you gotta
The
go under the arm.
The fingers were stitched like the,
Oh, yeah.
the
They
raw
still do this.
fingers.
Yeah.
It's skin grafting, but it's not on the
to
chest.
help it grow back. Yeah.
What?
And then you cut them free. Oh.
were stitched into these pockets and
Don't say
left
pockets.
there and then left there until the skin from his chest had grafted onto his fingers.
He remade my belly with skin from my butt.
His arms, sorry, I was
Wait,
doing a
are
wrong
you saying he
demonstration.
was stuck like this?
He was stuck like this. His arms were crossed and strapped tightly to his chest to prevent excessive movement during the entire process.
Oh.
How long did it take?
After about 6 weeks,
Oh.
his fingers were carefully sliced off of his chest, leaving 10 finger-shaped scars behind. Good thing you got rid of that distinctive facial scar, buddy.
Oh.
Wouldn't want any identifying scars.
Oh
my God.
Oh.
Meanwhile, the authorities were at a loss as to who had committed the North Carolina robberies, and a nationwide manhunt had been launched. Pitts, believing he was now immune from all possible detection by the law,
Okay.
traveled back to California after his recovery. Again, 6 weeks he's laid up like this.
Ugh.
With his hands
Ugh.
like a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
He gets to California. He commits another robbery.
Yeah, you don't just stop.
Old
No, once
Sticky
those hands-
Fingers is at it again.
You are disgusting, and you need to be stopped.
Sticky fingers. Ew. Yeah, so his fingerprints are just smooth now?
Hmm?
Well, yeah, of course you'd go commit more crimes. You have no fingerprints.
That's the point. That's the whole
There's
point of this
no
surgery.
way you're gonna get caught.
Oh my God.
Then he flees to Texas. But it was in the Lone Star State that his brilliant plan fell apart.
Oh no.
He was pulled over in El Paso as part of a crackdown on draft dodgers. So this is now it's the
Oh.
late 30s, so we're leading up to World War II.
That's so weird. They have like traffic stops for draft dodgers.
Yeah.
It's random checks of any car driven by an of-age man.
Oh, that's fucking wild.
How flat are your feet?
So they asked him to produce his selective service
Prove your
registration
asthma.
card.
Mm-hmm.
When he could produce neither this nor any other form of ID, he was brought in for questioning.
Mm-hmm.
Pitts refused to give his name, laughed at the police for fingerprinting him, and quote,
You'll never catch me as he's in cuffs.
and quote, challenged the authorities to identify him.
Okay.
Great.
Which, imagine, like, he's gloating. Like, he is so
Oh, yeah.
sure.
What a fucking prick.
Yeah, he's a little asshole.
Yeah.
Which turned
And I
out
love
to
him.
not be very difficult at all. Texas police, realizing they had stumbled upon something more serious than draft dodging, like something's up,
Yeah.
This
Send
guy
him-
has smooth fingers.
sent his bizarre-looking prints to the FBI, which matched them to prints in their database by comparing the whorls, whorls,
Whorls.
just below the first finger joint.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they're not, they don't stop here,
You got
people.
you got palm prints. We know our tongues have unique prints on animals, dogs, and rats.
Tongues and
They
tails,
have
baby.
They have nose prints. I think penises have like distinctive prints too.
That mushroom cap.
You're not gonna get away.
So but this is even better. Like it's like just under where he surgically
Cut
had
off to.
removed.
Like it
And
had
they're
a
like,
scar.
They're like, we
Yeah, pretty
literally already have your
line.
prints on file.
We just have this part of your hand to go off of,
My
but
God.
it's enough.
So Brandenburg surgery had not extended down far enough to prevent Pitt's prints from being matched to those he already had on file. To add insult to literal injury,
Uh-huh.
it was then further
To add
determined
insult to surgery.
Seriously.
that, quote, under a strong lens, the original whorls above the first joints on his fingers were still visible, even
Oh my
underneath the
God.
transplanted skin.
After
I love
all
that.
you can still
They
fucking
were
see
still
it.
coming through, yeah.
Holy shit.
I mean,
Oh,
your
I'd be
fingerprints.
pissed.
back.
As we've learned, your fingerprints are a result of your whole dermis growing on your body. So it like
Right, so
ends.
it'll grow back.
This is like where it ends. So of course it's gonna grow back, I guess.
Mhm. It's like the jagged edge
Oh my
of your
God.
dermis.
What a fucking this is amazing.
This is incredible. I love him.
Pitts was arrested for the warehouse robbery and sentenced to 16 to 20 years in prison, although he would ultimately only serve a fraction of this because, again, it's like the late 1930s. One headline following his arrest stated simply, obliteration of fingerprints found useless. Dr. Brandenburg was also tracked down and arrested, along with another doctor who had assisted in the surgery and 4 other people who had helped in various ways, including housing Pitts while he waited the 6 weeks for his freaky chest finger skin grafts to take.
Nursing Pitts.
Ew, you couldn't do anything. Your hands are attached to your chest.
Attached. I can't. Ooh.
Fucking gross.
Like, it'd be one thing if you're in a terrible accident and, like, I'm so glad we have the technology to, like, help people with skin grafts.
But it's so creepy as fuck.
But there's a way you can this.
There's a way you can do how is now? I have a now.
Brandenburg walked so we could run.
I have a friend who got the tip of his finger cut off by a guitar amp falling on it.
Oh,
and it was like just the very tip of like his like his pointer and his middle finger.
No.
And I think he just had them down, like bent down into his palm for the skin graft thing, but for like a couple months. But yeah.
Good for him. Next.
I'm just rather have a scar. I'd just rather have scar tissue.
Well, he wouldn't have had like fingertip. I don't actually know.
I have an uncle who's missing the tip of a finger, but he's like a carpenter. Anyway, okay.
You people are sick.
Appreciate your tips.
Yeah. Well, you still
Follow
got
me for more tips and tricks.
So all these people
Follow
were
me
charged
for fewer tips.
Oh.
They were all charged with conspiracy to aid the unlawful flight to avoid prosecution. J. Edgar Hoover himself released a statement about the arrest of Brandenburg and the others, stating, quote, "The doctor had accomplished nothing since the peculiar classification created by the mutilation made it easier to track the prints."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hoover...
You done fucked up.
Yeah. Hoover prided himself on the FBI's fingerprint database and reportedly took this case very personally when he found out about Pitt's arrest and vowed to hold everyone involved in the surgery accountable because he was like, "You're not ruining my database."
Mm-hmm. Wasn't he a huge asshole?
Oh, he was a horrible fascist responsible for like a lot of extrajudicial killings. It's horrible. He's horrible. Mm-hmm. Okay. Of civil rights leaders and shit. He's honestly awful. Okay. Mm-hmm. Brandenburg admitted to performing the surgery at his trial, but claimed that he had no idea Pitts was a fugitive.
Wait a minute. Wait a toot.
He just wanted
That's why he wanted his fancy fingers?
I didn't think it was sketchy at all.
Wait a toot.
No.
I thought he just didn't like fingers.
Well, I'll be.
But the jury didn't buy it, and Dr. Brandenburg was found guilty and sentenced to 3 years in prison. But this was later overturned on a technicality, a really bizarre technicality, I might say. Okay. His lawyers appealed the conviction to the Federal Circuit Court of Appeals, and they ruled that the crime he had been accused of aiding and abetting, which the crime was burglary by explosives, was not a federally recognized crime.
Burglary by explosive. Yeah. I mean, it's still
burglary.
That's
Couldn't they just call it
armed robbery?
Burglary or like terrorism?
I don't know. He got out.
Weird.
That's fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really dumb.
Yeah. But don't worry, the doc went on to be arrested again and sentenced to 5 years for writing illegal prescriptions for morphine.
Okay, good.
After the near fingerless Roscoe Pitts was released on parole in 1947,
nearly headless Nick, nearly fingerless Pitts.
He went on to commit more crimes, mostly robberies, because he liked a 5-finger discount.
Kenyon, shut the fuck up. It's actually a 10-finger discount.
And he would be arrested for them. It seems that his elaborate and painful surgery did nothing except actually make it easier to identify his presence at crime scenes thanks to his distinctively weird handprint and the
got,
notoriety.
Jagged scar marks on his finger.
And then perfect whorls under the knuckle. He still didn't wear gloves.
What an idiot.
Actually, gloves would have been a really simple solution to all
Honestly,
of this.
6 weeks of your life, gone.
I feel like everyone wore driving
God.
gloves back then.
It was
He
normal.
took off gloves to then...
He probably arrived on the scene wearing gloves.
and removed them. Because I can't.
Oh my God. Newspapers, and he's famous now as being the fingerprintless man.
The fingerless man.
Fingerprintless man.
Printless pants.
Printless pants.
Newspapers from the late 1940s contain numerous articles about, quote, the man without fingerprints being arrested for yet another crime.
Yet another crime.
One such crime was the robbery of a mere $200 from a store where he was actually an employee. One might say he had his finger in the till.
Shut the fuck up, Amanda.
Did I Google idioms about fingers and stealing?
Of course you did.
Yes. Maybe.
I just put out my joint.
Newspapers.com, idioms.com.
All right, his biggest score came in 1949, though, when Pitts and another man held up a general store at gunpoint and stole $41,500. So the massive size of this robbery compared to others that Pitts had committed was likely an accident. The store's register contained only $1,500, but when they ransacked the home of the storekeeper who lived just above his own shop, they found an additional $40,000 in a tin box under his bed because this dude didn't trust banks.
That is, I get it.
Especially
I also
because,
don't,
like,
quote unquote, trust banks.
this guy definitely, like, had just lived through the Great Depression. Like, it
Yeah.
makes sense.
It makes sense, but it's so sad because now you're just out your entire. That is retirement. That's life savings.
Yeah.
That is so much fucking money.
That's
That's
a lot of money today.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy shit! It's not enough to retire, but like
No, but it's like an
That's-
annual salary almost today.
that's like I don't know if I could ever come back from that amount of money for this guy to lose.
Mhm.
Oh, that's so sad. But also, like, please, if you're still keeping your cash in a tin box,
I do
people
think that
listening.
he got it back because Pitts is
Was
such an
it was-
idiot and was caught.
okay. Please God, I hope he got it back.
Yeah.
But just a cautionary tale, people.
Yeah.
People always look under the bed, in the mattress.
Right.
These are
And we're
oldest
n-
hiding
it's-
places in the book.
It's also not the Great Depression anymore, so like deposits in banks up to a certain amount
Are
are
insured.
federally insured. Okay.
You got this.
But as ever, be careful what you wish for, meaning like Pitts got this huge take that he was probably wishing for. Despite the biggest take of his career, this robbery was Pitt's ultimate downfall. He was arrested for it about 2 weeks later. He was caught red-handed.
God damn it. Every time you get that like little excited, like I'm going into character, I just fucking know that you're gonna say something dumb.
Well, he tried to point the finger at
I'm gonna
his
kill you.
accomplice.
Gonna fucking kill.
But both the accomplice and the missing cash remained at large. Oh shit, I forgot about that part. So the shopkeeper didn't get his money.
Oh no, the
I'm
cash!
sorry.
Oh.
News coverage of his arrest describes how, quote, FBI agents and local officers roused the notorious ex-convict out of sleep at a hotel where he had registered under an assumed name. He made no attempt to escape.
He was done. He was fucking
The law
exhausted. The law is relentless.
He had just broken in. He had some chicken.
Had a
and
warm
pasta, ran a bath,
Tidied up the mail.
climbed into bed. He was done.
That sounds so
I know.
good. I think I'm going to eat dinner in bed
and
before
all
I go to
ever
sleep.
want to eat is chicken and pasta.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Okay. One newspaper report summed up Pitt's final arrest thusly, quote, "There are many in our prison systems who outsmarted themselves, but none who offer so flagrant an example as this. For in all his months of preparation and his 6 weeks of agony, in all the deliberate suffering to disfigure himself forever, he overlooked one little thing, that fingers without prints are the most readily recognizable of all." So Roscoe Pitts' pain-filled effort to launch a new career of crime ended his forever. And Roscoe Pitts died fingerless in prison in 1976 at the age of
Printless.
At the age of 62.
Oh, no. He didn't even live a long, fingerless life.
No, and that's my case.
Oh, that's amazing. Amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
2 thumbs up. If you can't beat him, am I
10
right?
out of 10.
10 out of 10 fingerless glove users agree.
You know what? This case really made a big imprint on me.
Oh. Well, I sure hope you liked that clip. If you did like that clip, make sure you are subscribing to our YouTube channel, leaving us a nice review, and joining us on Patreon for even more video content, audio content, salacious content all around. Come join us. Treat yourself.